This mile-long old road connects Ohioville to industry, both old mill towns tucked in the backwoods of southwestern Pennsylvania in the twilight of their once booming economic era. Kelly Road is known as Mystery Mile and is surrounded by the darkness of overgrown woods on both sides. There have been plenty of old folk of the area dating all the way back to the Native Americans. Local lore tells of a curse dating back to the original settlement of the Seneca Indian tribe. As the British made their way inland and began settling in the area, the Indians began to die off due to illnesses and diseases. Before they completely abandoned their native homeland, the shaman of the tribe committed suicide and cursed the wood with his spirit, and for anyone who tries to settle the area will be in constant unrest and bitterness. It is said that when tame and dormant animals cross this road or walk aside it, they immediately turn aggressive. This will lead to attacks and rabid behavior. There have been reports of anything from dogs to chicken to raccoon losing their docility and destroying farms and even chasing anyone who is in earshot of them. As soon as these animals pass the 1 mile marker, all ferociousness dissipates and they are back to normal. There were 2 confirmed deaths on the road and one rumor of a third. In the 1950s, a young girl around 6 or 7 was murdered in the woods along the road. Her body was mutilated and the killer was never caught. Another girl in her early teens was hit by a car in the 1970s. The driver just kept going and they were never caught. The rumor of a little boy drowning in a nearby well has been more of a local legend. Supposedly he was sent to fetch fresh water for his family and never returned. His body was found nearly a month later in the well, leaving it contaminated, and the family sealed it up. One of the more fictitious stories stems from the family of the boy who died in the well. The legend tells that the mother went crazy and turned to the dark arts to attempt to bring her son back to life. She was never successful, but did manage to drive the rest of her family away as they did not want to associate with the witchcraft. The mother disappeared, supposedly making one final plea to the devil himself, exchanging her soul for her son's. Rumor states that this witch has been trapped to her little white house with the well behind it for all of eternity. This same house was eventually said to be used to cult activity and sacrifices due to the nature of the witch's condemnation. Many reports from people driving through the area see a little girl appearing 6 or 7 scrambling up the wooded hillside as if she is in trouble and running from someone or something. When these good Samaritans leave their car to check on the girl, she is nowhere to be found. There are rare occurrences of others who are driving through the area and attempt to help out a young hitchhiker. She will enter that car without a word, not even for her name. As soon as the driver passes the 1 mile marker, the girl disappears. Residents who live on Kelly Road have seen a young boy sauntering around in their backyards. Even when it's pitch black outside, the boy will shine as though a bright white spotlight is being shone on him. His face is explained as being extremely pale and with dark black eyes. This boy's clothes are always explained as being old and tattered overalls. There are other reports of people's cars just dying out of nowhere in the middle of Kelly Road. As the drivers attempt to restart their car, they can see the outline of an old woman clad in a black cloak passing through the trees. Other very dim spirits have been seen on the side of the road, almost taking cover from anyone passing through, as well as other shrieks and moans echoing throughout the woods. On rare occasion, there have been stories of people walking through the area, seemingly only walking for a half hour to an hour, but still being reported missing by family members and friends. They turn up weeks or so later in reality, but in their head and their time, they have only gone for a short stroll through the woods.